What's good, YouTube? It's Aquarius Leviathan Prophecy, and I'm gonna make this a quick one. You know, when this whole news broke about KD and Kyrie going to the Nets, it didn't necessarily hurt me because I know the type of people that they are. Like I've been watching basketball way longer to know when two superstars have big ass egos. You know what I'm saying? Like they always put themselves in front of the team. And that's what KD and Kyrie represents to me. They're not the type of leaders that you want. Now obviously the talent is there, but the production is there. But them two together, they're lacking one thing. Not even chemistry, you know what I'm saying? They're not lacking chemistry, they're not lacking talent, they're not lacking production. What they're lacking is leadership. And that's what those two never have before. KD, like I said before, and I'll say this 1,000 times, KD had a perfect opportunity with the OKC Thunder. He had everything planned out for him, laid out for him. They didn't take advantage. They could have been the youngest team to ever win a championship. Think about that. The youngest team to ever win the championship. But obviously, the NBA was not going to put them in that position. Okay? That's the last time they actually been to the finals. After that, I don't even think they went back to the finals. I think they did, but obviously they got swept, or I think they got either swept by the Spurs or the Mavericks. You know what I'm saying? And then obviously some years later they got, beaten by the Golden State Warriors, and that's when KD made his move. Kyrie, he's been stuck with the Cavaliers since he got drafted. You know what I'm saying? And then obviously that's when he waited for LeBron James to come back to obviously, up his game and play to the level that we are accustomed, that we all know that he can play at. And obviously, he tried to, they tried to, two-peat, but obviously that didn't work. And, he just, left. He left to Boston, and now, he had problems there. And then now he's with the Brooklyn Nets. So now you see where they are right now. You know what I'm saying? Two paths went the opposite direction. KD never had any leadership when he was with the OKC, and Kyrie never had leadership when he was with the Cavs. He wasn't the man. Yeah, he was putting up buckets, 40, 50 points a night, but they were losing. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't necessarily have what it takes to win a championship together. So what makes you think that they're going to do it together? It's going to take more than them. It's going to take more than them two to actually win a championship. Because I don't see them getting past Boston. I don't see them getting past the Bucks. I don't see them getting past Milwaukee. I mean, not Milwaukee. I don't see them getting past the Sixers. Right? Even the Magic is playing great. All they need is a few pieces here and there, and then I'm not saying that they're gonna try to contend for a title, but they could be in the playoffs for years to come. You know what I'm saying? The Knicks, my Knicks, they are on the cusp of going into the right path. If you know, if James Dolan can just sit back and let Scott Perry and our new general manager do what they have to do to get this team back on track, mark my words, it's going to be the Knicks and the Nets in the playoffs, hopefully. And we'll settle who's the best team in each borough. But that's what I have. That's all I have to say. I mean, like I said, KD and Kyrie lacks one thing, and that's leadership. Yes, they've won championships, but obviously KD had to jump ship to the Golden State Warriors, the same team that beat him in the playoffs. And Kyrie didn't necessarily have to go anywhere. He just had to wait till LeBron James came back. And obviously, they tried it once, didn't work out. He ended up getting hurt. So did Kevin Love, and the season was just a squash. You know what I'm saying? And then the year before that, they came back, retooled, you know what I'm saying? And then obviously, beat the Golden State Warriors after, going down 3-1. So, again, it's going to take more than those two to obviously win a championship. We know that. But who do they get is going to be the question, because they have to give up. In order to get, they have to give up assets. So who will they give up? Will they give up Joe Harris? Will they give up Dinwiddie? Will they give up Allen? Will they give up Jordan? You know what I'm saying? DeAndre Jordan. So they're gonna have to give up draft picks. Like, they're gonna have to give up whoever they have to give up to get that person. That might probably mess up their chemistry. You know what I'm saying? Like, within 10 games within the season, they might probably be out the playoffs before they even step foot. Because chemistry plays a huge role in the NBA team. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have that chemistry together, it's not gonna work. Same thing when we had Derrick Rose. You know what I'm saying? I thought him and Melo was gonna be the next 1-2 punch. It didn't necessarily work out. He didn't fit what the Knicks was doing or was trying to do. Same thing with Giannis. I believe Giannis wants to lead this team to the playoffs by himself, because he thinks that in his mind he thinks that if I have another superstar, that superstar will probably get more credit than I would if he were to do it alone. If he would have done it alone, yeah, they'll give Chris Middleton a little bit of credit, but they'll give him a lot. They'll give Giannis a lot of credit because of what he did. Same thing as Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson never had a second partner. Why? Because he wanted to do things his way. It was his team. He felt like if he had a second superstar, they would have given all that credit to that superstar, saying, yeah, obviously it was good, but he made the basket or he made the clutch play. You know what I'm saying? So I could see why KD and Kyrie went to the Nets instead of the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously the Knicks wasn't willing to trade no pieces to get those two. You know what I'm saying? Even though they were free agency, yeah, we threw money at them, but obviously, the money wasn't enough, and the Brooklyn Nets were able to match that. So, I mean, those two are there for the next 2 years, 3 years, I believe. So, I mean, like I said, it's gonna be like that. Will they win a championship within the next 3 years? I don't know. I highly don't know. I mean, like I said in my last video, there's going to be 4 free agency next year. Giannis, Blake Griffin, uh, damn, who I said? Giannis, Blake Griffin, I think Jimmy Butler, and oh yeah, AD. So it's Giannis, Blake, AD, and I believe it's Jimmy Butler, who's a free agent next year. If I'm not mistaken, y'all could correct me if I'm wrong. But those 4 free agents, I believe that the Nets can grab somebody. And Bradley Brill, I mean, and Bill from the Wizards, who's not really a superstar. He's more of a role player. You know what I'm saying? I mean, obviously John Wall was the centerpiece of that team, but he's been dinked up. So. But Bill is a nice, valuable piece to have. He's a very good knockdown shooter. He's kind of like a poor man's version of Ray Allen. You know what I'm saying? He can get you, or Mike Miller when the Heat Mike Miller. So he can probably get you buckets, or Kyle Culver. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, I mean, I don't see the Nets winning a championship at all. Most people might say, yeah, but they chose the Nets over the Knicks. Why? Was it, management? Was it just a toxic, environment? You know what I'm saying? Like the Nets haven't won it really. The Nets haven't won shit. At least we won two titles. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's fossil fuel titles, but titles are titles. It don't matter what era you win them in. You know what I'm saying? If you win a title, you win a title. We got two. So hopefully in the near future we could get a third one. But for right now, this is not no time to think about even a championship. I mean, to be, intellectual and to be smart about it, we're just taking baby steps at a time. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not gonna beat the tough teams in the East. You know what I'm saying? We're not even gonna beat the top three teams in the East. You know what I'm saying? Like, can we compete against the bottom feeders? Sure. Can we compete against the Heat? Sure. The Hawks? Sure. The Pelicans? Sure. But to beat the Boston Celtics, the Sixers, the Bucks, no. No, we're not there yet. We will when the time is right, but for right now, no. So that's all I have to say. Like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, take care of yourself and each other.